Rangy challenging Barron for 5th place. Barron doing a great job so far, easily having his best race of the series in that old Opala. He had good pace at round 1 at Guyana, really fast, but he had a few moments which finished him a bit down the order, so it's absolutely brilliant seeing him running up the front with the GTL fast guys. I know he's been putting in a lot of practice, but Rangy's gotten on Barron's inside round the curve of Delarco, and that opens the door for Petey also. I don't think Barron's even going to try and fight them. He is just keeping it super clean, and that tactic is working for him. Cuckoo's also on the attack. He's got his nose on the inside line. That's keeping Kiz wide. Uno's just able to pick better lines. Cuckoo able to hold those sweepers tighter in as they go side by side through 8 and 9. Kiz showing great restraint, keeping from planting the throttle. It's a matter of having to. The Opala is faster, but it just needs to be dead straight before we can bury the gas and get the most out of that big straight 6. And this is where the Opalas can finally open up. It's not a long straight, but the Chevs have an edge, maybe 10 or 15 kilometres an hour, but not this time. Cuckoo has a clean exit from 9, and that's going to be enough. That is 3rd place. And as they start lap 7, it's left in the lead, Sheppo 2nd, Cuckoo 3rd. And Rangy up to 4th. He snuck in another pass just before turn 1. That is 2 places in 1 lap. He is running red hot. Of course, we saw him last week at Guyana running 3rd, and he spun at lap 9, losing 18 places. Now there is a man who knows how hard each of those places is to earn and just how easily you can throw them away. Good to see him making gains at Tarama. He loves these old cars, pushing them right to their limits. And it's a big dive from Sheppo, and Cuckoo is there too. Sheppo just has better brakes into Curva Delarco, and there is nothing left can do to defend against that. He's on the dirty outside. He just cannot do anything but hold on as Cuckoo sneaks through. Great placement from Sheppo, 1st place on the hardest corner at Tarama. That is excellent work, playing the strengths of the little Fiat and just looking for opportunities. Oh, and that's really put him off his lines. He's been leading this race for 7 laps now, but Rangy is right on him. There is so little difference between these drivers that the smallest mistake can cost you dearly. Sheppo in the lead. It looks like very planted in the number 33 Uno here at Tarama. He's had a real mixed bag last week with a 4th and a 14th after a crash with an Opala. Made a big move there too, but got cleaned up by a driver who just didn't see him. I guess he thinks this week he doesn't have to worry about that if he is out in front, so Sheppo leads. Rangy takes 3rd from left down the straight. Rangy is on fire, another place. He came 4th in race 1 and now he's already bettered that. Race 2 of course being a reverse top 10, so Rangy started 7th and now up to 3rd. But it's going to take a lot to catch those 2 Unos out in front. Sheppo and Cuckoo 1st and 2nd with 6 Chevs chasing them around the Tarama mountaintop. Last race of the day, shadows getting longer and the sun getting fully into the driver's eyes. Of course looking spectacular for us watching. What a race. Cuckoo keeping the pressure on Sheppo. It's still early in the race, not quite halfway yet. Cuckoo just put on his lights. I'm not sure if that's for visibility, if he's just making sure Sheppo has plenty to think about. Rangy in 3rd, Petey now in 4th. He made a pass on Kiz at some stage that I've missed. The Opala's really trying to make the Tarama straight as long as possible. It is the only part of the circuit they have a definite advantage, and it's nowhere long enough to make this easy for them. Rangy will be doing everything he can to close the gap on Cuckoo, already winding up to get the most out of that straight. Behind him, Petey and Kiz were side by side through Lager, but I think Petey has it done now. Turn 9 is single file for the Opalas, though maybe 4 or 5 Unos wide. And finally the straight, right foot flat draft end to get the maximum speed. It is lap 9. Sheppo, Cuckoo, Rangy, Petey, Kiz and Barron. He is still there, slugging it out with the big kids. Doing a great job. Barron just looks so planted in the big number 30 Chev. But Petey is the man of the match so far. He won race 1 and made it look easy. Reverse top 10 for race 2, so he started from 10th. He's now running 4th place. Clearly enjoying himself. He's got Rangy in front of him and Kiz behind. Already this series, Petey is showing he is the man to watch. 6 positions taken, 13 minutes. Still got 15 or 16 minutes to go. We have not seen Petey put a foot wrong. Petey is streaming his race, which I am told is a symphony of screeching tyres and swear words. Petey Nut on Twitch if you want to laugh. And he's closed up that gap to Rangy now. Sheppo still leading, Cuckoo tucked in behind, and the 2 Chevs of Rangy and Petey. And it's about now those Uno pilots will start to notice their tyres. The front tyres, of course, are prone to running very hot, usually losing their best by about 20 minutes, and this, of course, being a 25-minute race. The Unos run slick tyres, where the Opalas only run sports tyres. The Opala's getting at least an hour out of them. Speaking to Cuckoo before the race, I know he was worried about the last couple of laps if he went too hard too soon. But it's impossible for us to know now if they're already feeling it, or if they're just nursing their tyres and doing the absolute least to stay in that position. Main straight for the start of lap 10. Rangy is in a great position here. Strong exit from turn 9. Cuckoo just wasn't locked onto Sheppo's back bumper like he should have been, and now he won't be able to defend against Rangy until turn 1. Petey might be having a look too. Rangy has the inside. It is very close. Rangy has second place. Petey wisely pulling back in behind Cuckoo. Kiz just managing to give him enough space. That got very tight there, and now it's Sheppo, Rangy, Cuckoo. Good racing. So was that Cuckoo's tyres, or was that just all it takes? A little bit less than a perfect exit of turn 9 and you're just swallowed up by the faster Opalas. It has to be tyres, because that is Petey going through to third place. Cuckoo does not give up positions easily, and he just lost 2 of them. But don't ride off Cuckoo just yet. Petey has the outside of Laco. Cuckoo will fight for this. It is not over yet. If Cuckoo has anything left in his tyres, he won't be saving them now. There's a short straight here, it suits the Opala. PT has changed sides and he's got a good overlap on Cuckoo. That is a lot of Chevrolet keeping Cuckoo pinned into the inside of Curvalaga. Good clean racing. Both cars pretty even through the long number 8 sweeper. PD drawing ahead. Cuckoo can keep the power down even on the dirty outside of these corners, but Kiz is there too, pushing into the gap. PD's left behind him. This is trouble for Cuckoo. Turn 9 is fast for the Uno, but then it's the Opala launch ramp, the main straight. Critical. Cuckoo makes a good exit, keeping as much speed up as possible. And from Kiz's cockpit we can see Cuckoo right on the back of PD's back bumper. No chance Cuckoo can pass the big Opala, but he's just trying to maintain what he has and keep Kiz behind him, minimising the Chevrolet advantage. Maybe something he can come back with in turn 1. Great racing, but it wasn't enough. Kiz takes 4th place. Good work from Kiz. No shame losing a position to Kiz. Now it's Sheppo first, building a bit of space back to Rangy in second. Then it's Petey in the big number 8 Opala. Kiz, Cuckoo and Barron still looking really comfortable in 6th place, keeping up with all the action right at the front of the field. Going into this round, Kiz was series leader, tied with Travis, who is currently running in 7th place, 45 points each. Great to see Kiz clearly enjoying this series. He's having a ball with the big heavy tail-happy Opala at Tarama. Oh, and Cuckoo giving Kiz a hurry along. He won't be able to beat Kiz out on that line. Kiz will be able to power out of Laco and keep the Uno in 5th as they run into Laga, the tight right. Sheppo still leading, Rangy in 2nd, Petey in 3rd. Lap 11, only 12 minutes left to run. No question Sheppo has the pace. It's probably all going to come down to number 33 car's tyres now. The Uno's a front-wheel drive, of course. The little 1.3 litre engines literally dragging the Fiat shopping carts behind them through all those sweepers. The front tyres seriously overworked. And that's the fun of the racing here. The Opalas with the massive torque, terrible brakes, the Unos with the turbo-powered punch through the corners but no top speed, making for almost endless under-over style racing. Last week the timing screen couldn't even keep up with the amount of passing, and the drivers were exhausted from most constant attack and defend style racing. And you can see just how much faster Rangy's Opala is along that straight, just how wide Rangy likes to enter turn 1. Not enough for a pass, but it's closed the gap, and this might be Rangy's best tactic. Keep the pressure on Sheppo, make him burn up those front tyres and bide his time for a move. And you can see the different lines the Chev use around Laco. Sheppo hugging the curb, while Rangy goes deep and turns in sharper. The Opala is fast here in the run up to Laga. Rangy keeping the pressure on. You can see the speed difference here. Rangy keeping the gap close until the straight. Sheppo cannot conserve his tyres. He will be pushing hard. And this of course is only the 2nd race back for Rangy. He's been recovering from a big accident for a couple of months, but he's right back into it again, no worse for wear. And he's right on the back of Sheppo. Sheppo definitely suffering from less grip now. He just isn't pulling away through the twisty bits, and that just leaves him undefended for the straight. Oh, there is an attack here from Rangy. He is right on the back of Sheppo. This will be the challenge for the lead. Turn 8 just feels endless in the Opalas. Sheppo trying to make a gap, pushing right to the apex. I think this will be Rangy's chance, full throttle, and it's a drag race for turn 1. Side by side, Rangy has the overlap. I think Sheppo is going to lose this one. Starting from the inside, the Opala needs the full width of turn 1 and then muscle Sheppo out. Petey took a look there too, but wisely didn't overcommit. That was great racing. Rangy takes the lead, a 3rd leader in 5 laps. This is exciting racing. Rangy, Sheppo, Petey, Kiz, Cuckoo and Barron, all the same names, just shaking up the order. And it's not over yet. Petey is still pushing on Sheppo. He senses blood on the water and he wants his share. The Opalas are not fighting amongst themselves, just drafting, and that's working to their advantage. Petey's on the inside of Sheppo coming into Laco. Sheppo is out on the dirty side of the track. I don't think that will slow him down. The Fiats can still hold on through there. Petey still has an overlap. Petey is side by side with Sheppo. They're coming up into Laga, side by side. Both very good drivers. This shouldn't be a problem. And Rangy will be loving this. The more they fight, the bigger he can make that gap. And he'll be keeping Kiz back there too. Sheppo holding on to second. He is making that tiny little Fiat very, very wide. And Petey is playing it cool too. He knows that he still has 5 laps left to wear Sheppo down. But if he gets impatient, then Kiz will seize any opportunity Petey gives him. Petey may have just given Kiz that chance. He is wide into 9. Kiz is right on him. This is looking dangerous for Petey. Kiz has got a great exit onto the straight. They are both closing up on Sheppo. It actually looks like they're both going to have a go. It is crazy. Very nearly 3 wide into turn 1, but Sheppo holds on. And just look at that gap out to Rangy. He is just pulling away while everyone's scrapping behind him. Rangy will be loving this. Good racecraft from Sheppo, Petey and Kiz there. Wise heads avoided a 3 wide. That would have been dodgy through that corner. Petey still pushing Sheppo though. He really wants that second place, but he has to take care. Kiz is just filling up his mirrors. He was lucky to get away with that turn 9 mistake, and there's just nothing in this battle. Lap 14 and the top 6 are just nose to tail. Oh, and there we can see it. Rangy has a 2-car gap, but Sheppo, Petey, Kiz, Cuckoo are still danger close. Anything less than perfect and you could lose several positions in the blink of an eye. Baron's still there 2 and 6. I'm not sure if he's falling back or just giving these guys some space. If anything goes wrong, he might pick up second place easily here, and he deserve it too. He has not put a foot wrong this race, and I'm sure he's...
Di qualità. Oh, bravissimo, bravo. La 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 la. Fortunatissimo per verità. Bravo. La 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 la. Fortunatissimo per verità. Fortunatissimo per verità. La 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 la. Pronto per tutto, la notte e il giorno, sempre d'intorno, in giro sta, miglior compagno per un barbiere, vita più nobile non si dà. La 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 la. Raso di effetti, lancette forbici, al comando tutto qui sta. Lancette forbici, raso di effetti, al comando tutto qui sta. La riscorsa, voi del mestiere, la donnetta tra il valvallero col cavaliere tra la 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 che bel vivere, che bel piacere, che bel piacere per un barbiere di qualità, di qualità. Tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, donne e ragazzi, vecchie fanciulle, buona parrucca, presto la barba, buona sanguigna, presto il biglietto, tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, buona parrucca, presto la barba, presto il biglietto, ehi, Figaro, 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 ahimè, ahimè, è furia, ahimè, è furia, una volta, per carità, per carità, per carità, una alla volta, una alla volta, una alla volta, per carità. Figaro? son qua. Ehi, Figaro! Son qua, Figaro qua, Figaro là, Figaro qua, Figaro là, Figaro su, Figaro giù, Figaro su, Figaro giù. Prendo l'antissima sopra il fulmine, sono il fattore della città, della città, della città, della città, della città. Ah, bravo Figaro, bravo bravissimo, ah, bravo Figaro, bravo bravissimo, a te fortuna, a te fortuna, a te fortuna non mancherà. La 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 la. A te fortuna, a te fortuna, a te fortuna non mancherà. Sono il patrono della città, sono il patrono della città.